Yo, it's Jesse with Bowman Land Clearing. So today we're in Chattanooga, Tennessee at Chattanooga Trailer. They put this bed on. I was sitting there watching this guy over here with a brand new F350 Platinum. He's over here renting a trailer. Obviously he can buy a nice truck, can't even buy a trailer. So we'll be going on the back side of this right here to do some dirt work. They've got some bodies like that over there, like the service deck beds over there on the other side, and when it rains they're in the water, but they've got them jacked up enough to where, you know, it don't get them messed up or anything like that, but they're wanting to clean it and level it up. So we'll get that going. We'll go ahead and get this off and I'll show you what we got going. All right, so I just had the guy re-maneuver these right here. Got all these. They was on that road right there, so I'm gonna take those millings and put down. There's like a dip right over that, well, right there. So I'm gonna take it and get it moved, and then hoping to have chert brought in, because I need some right in here. There's a few spots down in here that I need, and then I can put some right here in the center, just kind of build it up a little bit. So got a bunch of trailers, old truck beds, and then those right there. I like those. Those are bedrock. I think I like those a little bit better, but I don't like how square they are. But I got the one like that one. This one's square one. But anywho, let's get back at it and then spread these millings out. Gotta clean this thing out. Then hopefully we'll have chert by the end of the day. So you can kind of see right up in here where I've took some of these millings, and me and the owner talked about it would strengthen them up, but also make it, because those rocks are probably about maybe, I don't even know the grades because I don't never do this kind of stuff, but they're a pretty big rock. I mean, you'll twist your ankle on it. But he said something about putting the millings on there so that way it'll have a nice base to it. So I said, yeah, no problem. I mean, I'm doing whatever you want to do, but you know, if you like it and you want to do it, then we'll do it. But so I had enough millings, which are him being a big corporation, but also family business. But not only that is that this business has been in their family for a while. So all the local business in Chattanooga, you know, go to him for trailers and stuff like that. I just can't get the grade right here. You got these big clumps. But so that way, because everybody walks back here doing stuff and looking at trailers and stuff like that, so they want it to where nobody will get hurt. So that's what I'm trying to do. That way, I got grass over here. I got to grade this out, but it's packed. Can't get that thing to break loose without digging too far. It's been, I think this milling's been sitting here for two months. So they just ain't had time, or they want to, I guess, to fix it. So what I'm trying to do is spread it, but these big rocks ain't settled yet. So I'm trying to bring it in level. That way it don't look goofy when I take a picture. I see like that right there, smooth like butter, until the forklift comes in and sinks it. So alright, so I scraped that a little bit. Once I get some millings and stuff like that, we can make this look pretty good. So they came in right here with a big old heavy. They probably weigh like 25,000 pounds. They pick all this stuff up with these. But once I get this chert right in here, and then millings, he said millings will be tomorrow, so hopefully we can get them. If not, then I'll have this cherted up. That way, of course, when it rains, it's going to be pasty and stuff. But I got all this done, graded out, leveled with eyes. Like I said, I don't claim to be the best, but I'm gonna try to make the best out of it. So I had enough to kind of, at least for the golf cart to come in through here. But it's what we got. I'm waiting on chert to be here, and then the millings. So that's it for right now. I'm on standby until then. All right, so we just got another thing of chert. That way we can go ahead and finish out what we got going on here. Clean this corner up a little bit. Hopefully we didn't get no boulders here. I can't pack boulders with this skid steer. Yeah, boy, this is that powder, son. Chewy. Some of it, I didn't see no big chunks. I seen a couple big rocks when they first dumped it, but trying to get that done right here. There's a few right there. Oh well. Once I get these spread out. It's hot today, son. It is hot today. There's that big boulder. Gosh darn. If it wasn't for the boulders, I'm gonna have to get out. Trying to leave a little bit of a V right here. That way it'll drain a little better. So I was trying to get more chert right here, so that way I could come in and pack it. The rim up here at the edge of the driveway. There's a few spots down here I probably gotta come in and pack. Big old rocks, we should be good. Oh my goodness. All right, got another load. Second load out. Got all this, and I came back and kind of back spread on this. So what my plan is to get this nice and packed. It's got a little bit of a, you know, that much of a dip, but once I get all these big rocks out here and pack it down, And then it's got that nice bowl all the way down, so it's what I need, what I want. So I'm gonna go through. What I did is I just started pushing and just kind of throwing at each corner I could possibly push, and then I'm gonna go in and fine tune all these rocks. They're everywhere, so I'll back drag, and then you can kind of see them on the edge right in through here. So once I get them cleaned up, then I can come back, smooth it out, pack it down. So, and then we'll be ready for millings tomorrow. We should be done, hopefully. But it is hot. Got another hour before they close. So yep, or less than an hour, 40-ish minutes. All right, it's closing time. Look at that, juicy. So I got it kind of flat, and it kind of just levels out. The way I did it was between the millings and then the chert, I've got like a little, I'll show you shortly. So I came in, drug this way and then drug that way, so you kind of see a little trench right down in here, a little belly. And I got these big old rocks right here. It's just kind of like a riprap, but I'll have to get in here and get these big old chert rocks out of the way. I'll have to grade it and clean it up a little bit, but I got it the way I need it. So we're looking good, and then I'll finish it out in the morning. I'll get here early because they probably won't have millings by the time. That way we can go ahead and order it early in the morning, so that way by the time I get done with cleaning and grading, and see, I've already made a nice transition. We're not going to do nothing here because this is where they're coming in and out of. This is where a lot of rocks at, so I'm not too worried about this. That's looking good. Oh yeah. Morning. So it is an hour. Tennessee's an hour before us, so it's like 7:32. I had to get up at 5. Plus the traffic in Chattanooga is horrible. Anyway, so first time filling up. Starting at 0. I filled the tank up, so we ought to see how it's going to turn out. I was going to show that because it's the first time filling these up with a new handle. I think it was like a quarter tank, less than a quarter tank, because I used it Thursday all day, 12 hours, let's see, 8 hours Friday, Thursday, 12 hours Friday, and then yesterday was 8. So we're doing millings, and I'm finishing out the chert. So I did 4 millings, and then 4 things of the chert. So 4 chert, 4 millings, and then pushed up a bunch of stuff and graded a bunch of stuff, packed it, and then re-leveled some rock that they had, like the big boulders. So yep, they got goosenecks weight. I mean, they got all kinds of stuff. They got it all the way to the tree line. They got all kinds of stuff. Remember, Chattanooga Trailer has just about anything you need for a trailer, truck body, beds, you know, regular, just flat ones, skirted, and then you got these, and then they got all kinds, whatever you need. Dump trailers, you got dump trailers over there. They got the dumpsters over there, and then they install, there's my trailer, and then they install them. They got semis, they got Eager, Beaver, dual tandem axle, dovetail, hydraulic dovetails. Man, they got it all. Let's see what this does. I think I'm getting pretty close. Probably not. I'll probably run out before then. So I'm not sure if these work together or filling up, but filled up both of these tanks at 39 gallons. That was for both of them. So I'm not sure if one of them's turned off or not, because it showed I was at a quarter tank, but it's only showing quarter tank because this one's got the sending unit. So this one filled up before this one did, because I put 23 gallons in it. how dusty it is in here already. AC's been sweating. So yeah, it's showing both of these are in line. So that means that they're flowing through. I'm doing all my checks. Probably dust the air filter and clean it out before I get going. So but yeah, so 39 gallons. I was told these are 58 gallons. I'm not sure if it's 58 gallons a piece. I don't think so. Can't be. So, but anyway, I run on 3 days. So it was 26 hours doing all that work. Scraping, grading, moving, cleaning. So, it's pretty good, I guess. I imagine somebody could have come out with their chopsticks and done it in 2 hours, so who cares? Somebody's always better than somebody. We're gonna go ahead and get this going. Gotta get the machine cleaned out, so we're here early, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish out the chert, and that way we can go ahead and get some, get the millings in, start laying it down, and then start a mulching job later this afternoon. It's showing rain for tomorrow, so it's like 65%. So I'm still gonna mulch. Need money coming in. So right now I'm packing it down, make sure I got the nice grade I'm looking for, and fixing the dips. So between the millings and the chert, which I got a bunch of rocks, I'm just trying to pack them down, see what it'll pack. And then the ones that are too big, take them out. But right now, I'm just trying to scrape back what I have that I can spare. So, and then once I scrape it down a little bit and then run it over, and if it packs pretty good and it's got a good grade on it, it's staying. So, I got a bunch of big rocks, but I'm trying to pack this down and see what it'll pack first before I start. See how nice smooth-ish that is. So if it's got a smooth transition from the chert to the, there ain't no like big hard like a dip like that is right there, back and forth. You kind of feel the machine if it's level or not, or smooth, as I should say, instead of level. Run it over until it packs, twist, turn on it, and it breaks it loose, but also back dragging on top of it. The big rocks ain't helping either, so I got a bunch of rocks right there. Ooh. There's something I've learned since I've done this. Started doing dirt work, just get in there and just play with it, and figure it out. Just kind of grade it, level it, and then get out and look at it, just to see what it looks like every so often, so that way you're not tearing something up. I got those rocks. So what I did was, I like the mid-size golf ball ones that'll pack down in the chert, but those bigger ones right here, they just ain't gonna cut it, because the smooth grade I'm trying to get, I'm trying to taper off from the dip up to the high side, so I need the edges smooth and thin but packs. So we're gonna get this and we'll see what we can do. So it's looking good, and then I got all that down there, so probably another 15-20 minutes, and then we'll try to see if we can't get the millings here pretty quick. Alright, so since the morning dew's still on the top side of this chert a little bit, I went in and packed it down. That's one thing I need to get, is like a watering tank with on a flatbed or something like that. That way, because I think chert packs better when it's just lightly like misted on. So I'm coming in and just make sure it's packed before those semis get here with the millings. So I just make sure everything's nice and packed. That's the problem what people don't do, is they don't try to pack it down. But it'd be nice if I had a roller, it'd pack down a lot better than this. But semis drove on it the other day, so it was fully loaded. bit of the top side, so it didn't have no problem holding up however much that is, probably 80, 90,000 pounds, probably. I mean, this was a brand new truck, which I wish I recorded, but yeah, it's all good. But anyway, so after we get done today, then we'll start a mulching job tomorrow, and get that bump out of there. The rock right there is fine. But it's going nice, smooth. It's grading out pretty good, smooth. Which all this chert right in here was the lowest point, and then when I put those millings down right over here, you can tell a big difference. And then we only had 2 loads of chert, and then I had to have two more brought in, so it's looking good, packing good. The way I done it over there, which I'll show you shortly. So this chert's a little higher than the millings. What I done was I scraped it back and put chert down, like a light dusting of chert, and then put a bunch of the golf ball size rocks in there, so that way it would trickle down under the millings. So I thought that was a good idea. So did the owner. That's why I mentioned to him, so that way if it comes a downpour, he said right here where the chert's at is where the lowest point's at, but it always stayed wet. So me packing it down with this machine helps out a little bit, and then having the forklifts come in and helping me pack down 2 moving trailers. So it's a lot better than what it was, that's for sure. This should be packed, as I packed this lower side pretty good bit on this side right here. Yeah, nice and smooth. Somebody come out here with a shovel and do better than I can, I guess. If these rocks wasn't there, it'd be nice and smooth. Something's rough right in here. Found it. Alright, that's it. Alright, second load of asphalt millings. He got here, I was over here grading this, and he dumped it. Kind of had somewhere, I mean, he was already backed up. I just go ahead and told him to go ahead and dump it wherever he had. He's got some big old chunks in it. It's kind of fighting me a little bit, but I mean, I'm just trying to grade it best I can for right now until they get it all, so that way I can see how many I need, and then if I need any more. I think we're going to have probably, let's see, this will be the second one, probably about 4 total. Like I told him, I think between 4 to 6. So if I can just get these big chunks out of here, it stop fighting me a little bit. It's kind of hard to grade it, but it took me less than 20 minutes to get all that spread out. There's a big old chunk right there. I gotta get it out, and I gotta get the grading. Looks like it's got a little bit of chert in there. I guess that was whatever's on the asphalt or something. Maybe that was under your. Dang, buddy. This operator's rough. Rough on my skid steers. Jesus, that didn't get chopped up. All right, so got this done. You can kind of see the patterns. I went in this way and then went back this way. That way made sure it's packed, because we're supposed to have rain tomorrow, of course. So it's looking pretty good. Looks pretty good. I mean, it looked pretty rough, but you know, I recorded everything about it. But he kept getting stuck over here, so it's gonna have to pack down a little bit. So hopefully some of that rain will help it out. I don't want to do anything yet, because we're gonna have to come back and clean that out, and then we're gonna have to push some of that stuff. So we'll push all the way down that way. Because if I did another load of milings, it would take all that and that down there, and then curve all the way up to those right over there. So I don't want to do it, because we're gonna have to come back in and clean this up and scrape it up. So I mean, they can put trailers down right in through here, so that's probably about 7 or 8 trailers. But it's real chunky. Tried to pack it, but it's just powder. So this is the best it's gonna get until they come in with you can see where it's starting to pack pretty good. So doing what I can with what I got. That's it on this one. We'll be doing some mulching if it's not too bad tomorrow raining. If it is, I'll at least get my equipment up there, at least start on it, see how bad it is. Not real sure, but if you liked it, tell me what you think. Or you could have done it with chopsticks and some Play-Doh. But see you on the next one.